Got the 9-inch rear end from Quick Performance. Center section is ready to go in. Got silicone all the way around RTV. Look at the size difference between the original G-body gears. How thin that is right there. See that? Now look at these. Look huge. Look at this pinion gear, and look at that pinion gear. All right, so I got the third member from Quick Performance, and as you can see, there's teeth in there that hold your the splines that hold your, this is what spins your axle. And as you can see, they're not perfectly aligned, so the axle is not going in all the way. The axle won't go in all the way if their splines aren't aligned, as you can see in there. You see that? They're way off. So the axle will only go inside until there, and then it won't go all the way in. You can see right there where they split off into two different sections. All right, we got the gears in there, center section in there. I'm going around putting the nuts on there. I'm going to be installing the axle here. Quick Performance. This is the short side. I'm pretty sure the short side goes near where the gears are, because the gears on this side more than that way. So pretty sure the short axle goes on this side. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Put these bolts in here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put my drum brake on there, and then I'll bolt the brakes on there, and then I'll slide the axle in. All right, so I got the brakes just held on there right now by these two bolts and nuts there. Sprayed a little WD-40 all around in here. And I'm going to spray a little bit on the axle before I slide it in. See the splines in there? This is the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little RTV silicone around here, all the way around, so I don't have any leaks. You don't want to drag your axle on the seal. You don't want to let it drag. You want to kind of always lift it up in order to be in the center of the hole. Go. Now it's time to start smacking it in. So I got all 4 bolts in. Now I'm gonna get this on there. Get the brake set up correctly. This keeps your brakes and your axle in place. Without this, your axle will fall off. You need 2 hands for this. You put your locking washer on. Then you put your nut on. And repeat this process for all 4 bolts, of course. And we're pretty much ready to go. Got all 4 bolts on there with the locking washers. That's how that looks. Alright, you guys, I had a little bit of an issue with the splines not lining up. I got that taken care of. Make sure before you install this, the whole center section, you install both axles into your center section on both sides. And if your splines are, if your axle on the drive. All right, so I got the rear end here. It's all ready to go. Everything's put together. And I was gonna tell you guys, if you try putting the driver's side axle in and it's not going in all the way, and you're hammering and it's not going in all the way, it's because your splines in here are not aligned. This is on Trac lock posi, and it won't go in all the axle won't go in all the way if the splines are not aligned inside here. And the way you align the splines, or the ways I align them, is I had someone looking inside the hole of the center section here, looking at the splines with the flashlight while holding the center section and I was over here. I was over here with the axle inside the center section. You ain't got to worry about this side. This one goes right in all the way. So then I was over here on this side, and I was just spinning it as fast as I could. Maybe a pry bar or something would help. Putting it in between here. I was just spinning it as fast as I could while someone was looking inside until the splines lined up. And then I put the axle in there and it went all the way in, so I knew everything was good to go. And that's how you align the splines, or that's how I did it. I'm really happy with the quality and how simple this whole thing went together. The brakes already come like this. The backing plate comes with the brakes, and all the springs and the wheel cylinder and everything's already on here. You don't have to do any of that. Everything in here is already on there. You just bolt the backing plate on there. Now I'm just gonna perform the 5 heat cycles and fill it up with oil, install it on the car, and we'll see how it holds up. But from what I see, this looks like it's really good quality.